Many isekai anime suffer from terrible pacing and filler. Today, we are counting down 10 flawless isekai series that feature absolutely zero bad episodes ever. Kicking off our list at number 10, Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World. 3. Kazuma and his highly dysfunctional party return for another chaotic adventure. Following their recent triumphs, they receive an unexpected invitation to meet royalty. However, protecting a headstrong princess brings hilarious disasters, testing their bonds and forcing them to navigate political intrigue while somehow surviving their own spectacular incompetence and greed. This season effortlessly proves why this franchise remains the gold standard for fantasy comedy. The comedic timing is utterly unmatched, delivering relentless laughs without skipping a beat. It brilliantly balances absurd character dynamics with genuinely stellar, fluid animation sequences throughout. Securing its spot at number 9, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Season 2 Part 2. Rudius transitions into married life alongside Sylphiette, settling into domestic tranquility before reality brutally shatters his peace. A desperate rescue mission forces him across perilous continents to save his family. This journey pushes his magical capabilities and emotional resilience to absolute breaking points amidst devastating encounters and harsh, unforgiving environments. You simply cannot find world creation this immersive anywhere else. The emotional stakes hit harder than ever, grounding the spectacular magical combat in raw human vulnerability. Studio Bind delivers visual perfection, making every dramatic revelation and intense battle completely unforgettable. Healing its way to number 8, The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. Usato gets accidentally summoned alongside 2 heroes, but discovers he possesses rare healing magic. Instead of staying safely behind the lines, he is kidnapped by a terrifying commander who forces him through brutal physical conditioning. He ultimately transforms into an unstoppable combat medic who punches enemies into absolute terrified submission. This show completely revitalizes tired tropes by turning a traditional support role into a terrifyingly aggressive powerhouse. The humor lands perfectly, but the surprisingly intense training montages and satisfying action sequences keep viewers thoroughly hooked from beginning to absolute end. Breaking into the next tier at number 7, Villainous Level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord. Reincarnated as the hidden boss of a dating simulator, Yumiella just wants a quiet life. However, her obsession with grinding levels accidentally pushes her to level 99. When she enrolls in the Magic Academy, everyone suspects she is the Demon Lord, leading to absurd misunderstandings and spectacular magical demonstrations. Yumiella carries this entire series with her hilariously deadpan personality. The massive contrast between her overwhelmingly dark magic and her genuinely innocent intentions creates constant comedic gold. It is incredibly refreshing to watch an overpowered protagonist remain so completely oblivious. Sliding into our list at number 6, No Longer Allowed in Another World. A melancholic author seeking his own demise gets abruptly summoned to save a fantasy realm. Stripped of typical heroic aspirations, he actively searches for comfortable places to perish. Paradoxically, his bleak poetic wisdom and unnatural resilience somehow solve massive regional crises, baffling the literal heroes who cross his unusual path. This darkly comedic masterpiece brilliantly mocks standard power fantasies. Osamu is a phenomenally written antihero whose profound sadness somehow creates the funniest interactions imaginable. The gorgeous art direction beautifully contrasts his depressive episodes against the bright, cheerful fantasy landscapes perfectly. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5, Ashura. Following the sudden death of the terrifying Demon King, a chaotic power vacuum emerges across the fractured world. An expansive ensemble cast of absurdly overpowered demigods, assassins, and warlords engage in brutal tactical combat to claim the empty throne. Survival demands ruthless political maneuvering alongside devastating, world-altering physical strength. If you crave high-stakes action, this incredibly gorgeous tournament arc delivers absolute perfection. The sheer variety of unique fighting styles makes every violent encounter completely unpredictable. It boasts stunning animation, alongside deeply fascinating moral ambiguity among its deadly champions. Claiming the spot at number 4, as a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. Reborn as a frail nobleman holding mediocre magical abilities, Ars Luvant relies heavily on his unique appraisal skill. This ability reveals hidden talents within ordinary people. Realizing an impending civil war threatens his peaceful domain, he recruits exceptionally gifted misfits to construct an unstoppable army capable of defending his territory. This strategic masterclass completely ignores typical physical power fantasies, focusing entirely on brilliant leadership and touching character growth instead. Watching Ars build absolute loyalty through genuine kindness rather than overwhelming force makes this political narrative incredibly satisfying and emotionally rewarding. Securing the bronze medal at number 3, the weakest tamer began a journey to pick up trash. Born without stars in a brutal society, judging worth entirely by magical rankings, young Ivy is hunted by her own village. She escapes into perilous forests, utilizing her meager tamer skills to befriend a remarkably rare slime. Together, they scavenge for survival, navigating treacherous landscapes while evading relentless pursuers constantly. Do not let the adorable aesthetic fool you. This series tackles surprisingly dark themes with incredible grace. The stunning background artistry beautifully enhances the atmospheric tension, creating a genuinely heartwarming adventure about finding family despite facing an incredibly cruel world. Grabbing the silver medal at number 2, Dahlia in Bloom, crafting a fresh start with magical tools. After suffering a sudden fatal heart attack due to corporate overwork, Dahlia is reborn into a realm of magical engineering. Following a brutally broken engagement, she vows to stop pleasing others. Establishing her own business, she invents revolutionary magical appliances, ultimately forging independence and discovering true happiness through passionate craftsmanship. This uplifting gem delivers an incredibly mature take on starting over completely. The meticulous focus on magical invention feels deeply rewarding, offering a perfectly paced narrative driven by personal empowerment, warm relationships, and consistently delightful adult logic without any melodrama. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, Failure Frame, I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. Tuca gets summoned with his classmates, but receives a seemingly useless ranking. A ruthless goddess immediately abandons him inside a deadly dungeon to perish. However, he quickly realizes his status-altering magic possesses terrifying lethality against powerful monsters, sparking a brutal crusade to completely annihilate the deity who betrayed him. Revenge stories frequently lose steam, but this masterpiece maintains relentless momentum through ingenious tactical combat. Watching Tuca ruthlessly dismantle overwhelmingly superior foes using basic debuffs is immensely satisfying. The dark tone never falters, delivering the absolute pinnacle of edgy entertainment. These phenomenal Isekai series completely shatter the filler stereotype, proving fantasy adaptations can deliver flawless experiences from premiere to finale. I want to know which of these masterclasses earned a permanent spot on your watch list. Tell me your own personal favorites below, and stay wonderfully obsessed.